In the name of the Creator of universes. This is sermon number 18. Subject of this is be judgmental. You should be judgmental. There is a propaganda from Satan, who is your enemy, among many other propaganda, that says don't be judgmental. Everybody does whatever they feel like it, and nobody cares, nobody says anything about it, and nobody even judge you. This is incorrect. It is in your books, it is in your media, it is everywhere, since years ago. Why? Because he is your enemy. He said that clearly, and God said that too. Enemy of humans is Satan. And what does enemy do? Enemy wants to cut your throat, burn your house, burn your children, everything, and then send you to hell to keep burning. That's what enemy does. And how does it do it? It does it by teaching you wrong standards. Don't be judgmental. I'm not judging you. Yes, you should be judgmental, and you should judge them and yourself. This is word of God. And I am Moses, messenger of God. And this is year 2020. 7th of April, 2020, Moses is talking with you. This is a big claim. If it is your first time that you see these videos, this man says, I am Moses. Yes, I have evidence and proof. Get the book, Holy Week on Earth. It is free on the website. If you want the book, get it free. PDF, download it, read it. It's 800 pages. This is the last book of God. It is updating Quran, updating Bible, updating Torah, updating them. You have to add vegan to all three books. And I have written chapter 115, a new chapter for Quran. If you are Muslim, Christian, and Jew, you have to go update your books, update your religion. Whatever you believe, that is fine. You have to add vegan to it. And every statement, every sentence that is there in those old books that is conflicting, inconsistency with vegan, you have to write it off, red line, delete it from Quran, from Bible, from Torah, and add vegan to it. So, what is the proof? What is the evidence? Watch video number 00 and read the book. It is there. Now, be judgmental. This is word of God, not my word. What does judgmental mean? Suppose you have here a judge and two people. You want to judge between the claim of between these two. This is true or false, this is true or false, and you are a judge there. You should listen impartially to word of this guy, word of that guy, then compare their words with the standards. What is the standard in ordinary law? It's called books of law. This guy presents his evidences and proofs of his claim. The other guy the same. And you compare them with the book of law. Your standards of book of law. This guy say, I bought and sold this house, is mine. This is the proof. Bought and sold this house, is mine. They both are claiming for one item. You have to look at their evidences and compare with the law of property, whatever it is. And then you are a right judge and judge between them. Or another case, you are a judge and somebody says something. Somebody claims something. You want to judge. He is telling the truth or lie. You have to listen impartially, look at the evidences and proof, and compare it with the book of law, which is laws of God. So you are judgmental. Every day you are judging everything. You go for a job interview, those people are interviewing you, they are judging you. Anything that you do, you are judging. In fact, you are. But you are judging with the set of standards which are inconsistent with each other. The standards matter, and your mental health and correct logical reasoning, observing the evidence, comprehending it, doing the reasoning and understanding what is it, comparing with the reality, and comparing with the standards. These are mental capacities that you should have as a judge. The most important is those list of standards. The standards of God are important. Your standards or laws are garbage. Laws of a human, every country, every law is garbage because you wrote it based on your limited, puny, pest mind. Look what you are doing in the planet. Every time that you are following your own laws, you are making mess. Why? Because humans in general are stupid. Your public is stupid, your judges are stupid. Your laws are written stupidly. Your laws are against your own interest. Your laws are against laws of God. Therefore you are harming yourself now. You live in misery and you die and you go hell. Why? Because those standards are wrong. So, to judge, you need a set of standards. And the standards of God is good for you because He knows you, He created you, and He knows what to do. That if you do, you will go to heaven. If you don't follow standards of God, you go to hell. And what are the standards of God? There are many. There are in old books, and I have written many of them in the new book of God, Holy Week on Earth. Get the book and go to that chapter and read the standards of God. And you must be judgmental. You have to judge yourself with the standards every day, every week. I have done these things wrong. According to standards of God, I will update my behavior, fix my problems. You have to judge others. This thing that you are doing is wrong, and tell them, this is inconsistent with this standard of God. This is inconsistent with the other standard of God. This will cause you harm, will cause you pain and misery if you do not follow standards of God. You have to tell them. This is the lowest level. You have to judge them and then tell them, voice. If it is a government who is doing wrong, you have to tell them. They don't follow you, have to fight. You have to judge your government. If they don't listen, bring them down. If they fight, you have to fight back. You need gun, you need sword, you need violence. Fight for your freedom, fight for justice according to standards of God. So, a couple of months ago, this idea came to me to tell you about these things. And then I asked God, do you want to add something to it? And he did. He sent me a list of statements to add to this sermon. This is the list of the files I captured. I said everything that you say I capture. And it was many, 133. And then I said, it's getting too long, video will become very long. Then he sent 97. It means that's enough. I continue his communication with you later at midnight. And what does 97 mean? I have described it in the book. Go and read. Now, I chose 79 of those that God sent to describe for you. Many of them were related to my communication with him. These that I chose from that session 2 months ago are advice for public, for people, for everybody, for Muslims, Christians, Jews. I don't care about atheists. They are too stupid to understand. If you are an atheist and you are watching this and you are clever, go and read the book. I have written many proofs of existence of God, logical proofs, scientific proof, based on physics, based on all sorts of sciences in the book. Go and read and learn. If your mind is open and you can comprehend, you will become believer. I don't say like Christians, open your heart, Jesus coming, close your heart. That's bullshit. Belief without reasoning, worth zero. And I say God exists because there is a proof for it. Go and read the proof. Then you will convert from atheist, which says there is no God, to somebody who is believing, yes, there is a God. And what is God? The rest of that you need to know is in the book. What are qualities of God? What God expects from you and why? And what is in it for you if you follow the standards of God? They're all in the book. I said it's 800 pages. It's the last book of God for your next 1,000 years. Holy vegan earth. Now, 79 statements we have, some from Torah, some from Quran. God sent those numbers, then I describe it for you. And at the end I will describe some of the miracles that he sent through those whole numbers. I captured them, put them in one picture in the computer screen, and I looked and said, wow, look at that, look at that, look at this. He made a lot of miracles in just that one set of numbers that he sent. I will describe some of those at the end of the video. Now, we go for the content. The slide 1 of 79. Deuteronomy chapter 8, statement 1. All the commandment which I command you this day shall you observe to do, that you may live and multiply and go in and possess the land which God Yahweh swore unto your fathers. And what are those commandments? 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. I said before, 3,300 years ago. And number 11, you should be vegan. And what does that mean? No use, no misuse, nothing to do with animals. No eating their corpse, no murdering them, no biological experiments, scientific experiment, testing, nothing. The only thing that you can do is adopting them as your children. And give vegan food to your human boy, human girl, and animal, dog or cat or sheep, pet, which is your child. If you cannot keep your dog and cat vegan, you are not allowed to adopt them. Leave them alone. If they live, they live. They die, or just kill them if they cannot find food. You adopt a dog and cat, even if you are vegan or not, you have to keep them vegan. It's more difficult to provide vegan food to a dog that is a corpse eater by nature, you should give them some nutrition. It's more difficult, more costly, but it's possible. If you cannot keep your dog and cat vegan and give them corpse and kill sheep and cow and chickens and feed that monster dog and cat, you will be decapitated because you are responsible, the dog is not. Commandments, what are them? 11 commandments, they are in the book. Number 11 is everybody must become vegan, and this will be enforced on the earth by death penalty. Two of 79. ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى. Didn't find you orphan and gave you refuge. It was about me, I gave you some help, I helped you. Yes, thank you. 3 of 79. Ya ayyuhal muzammil, go and preach, give them my words. Tell Pharaoh, leave my people alone. Warn my people. Sheep, cow, chicken, dogs, all animals. That you pests, you corpse-eater dogs, murder them, 50 billion of them every year, to continue your miserable, worthless lives. Leave them alone. At that time, Pharaoh was a king at least. You are nothing, you are nobody. You are king of ants. And you have power, huh? You can kill a chicken, you will see. Billions of you should die and go to hell as a revenge of blood of innocent animals that you consume in this planet of dogs, 8 billion dogs. God says, go and tell them, leave my people alone, let them go. Everybody must become vegan. Not because of health. Who cares about your health? Eat rock and die. Don't eat anything and die by hunger. Vegan means justice, justice for animals. Animals are people of God, animals are children of God. If you are vegan, you are children of God too. If you are a corpse eater, you are a demon from hell. If you can convert, convert. If not, you will be sent home to hell. 4 of 79. 74:27. وما أدراك ما الصغر لا تبغى ولا تذر. And what do you know about sagar? What is sagar? It's hell. It lets nothing remain and leaves nothing unburned. Fire of hell is waiting for you corpse eaters. And number doesn't count. Hell is large, can accommodate millions of times more than your 8 billion corpse eater dogs. He can. You are being warned. Number 5. Leviticus 23:8. And you shall bring an offering made by fire unto Yahweh God 7 days, and in the 7th day a holy convocation. You shall do no manner of servile work. 2 subjects here. 1, Sabbath, Saturday, not Sunday. Sunday you have to work. 6 days a week work, 1 day no work, and that is Saturday. Demons of hell in Vatican, Pope converted Saturday to Sunday. The day that you should not work is Saturday. Other than that, if you work every day, you will become gharadat and khasin, you will become possessed monkeys. Now, the second subject is offering. Meal offering, peace offering, blah blah offering, hundreds of offering. Every offering, every sacrifice is not going to kill animals. No, the law is changed. Sacrifice means give food to animals. Sacrifice your real God, that is your heart, your money. Spend money, help animals. Rescue a cow, send it to a sanctuary, give them enough money for the rest of the natural life of the cow. They support the cow with food and medicine and care. That is sacrifice. Meal offering, peace offering, whatever sacrifice Muslims, Christians, Jews do should be from your real God, the one that you really worship, which is your wallet, your money. Sacrifice money, give food to animals. If you don't have that much money, give rice to birds every day. There are thousands and millions of them, they are always hungry. That is sacrifice. Sacrifice money. Instead of buying stuff for you, buy stuff for that hungry animal which is there. 6. 84:14. إنه ظن أن لن يحور. Indeed, he had thought he would never return to God. So you think you are gonna die and you are atheist, nothing is there, you will become nothingness and free and you are dead, gone. No. Your soul will be taken out of your dead body will become dust, and your soul will be judged. And you will be returned to God, standing in front of the judge. And will be judged. Three types of judgment there are there. I say it briefly. I wrote it in book extensively. Everybody dies, and after you die you will be judged. Either they send you to heaven or to hell, or they reincarnate you back here or somewhere else in another planet as a human or as an alien or as an animal or a plant or whatever they decide. So there is judgment for everyone. That's one type of judgment. The second type is the last judgment. That everything will be destroyed. This universe that you are living in will be destroyed. In this plane of existence, in this membrane, your galaxies are here. There is another membrane, that there are other galaxies there. When these two membranes collapse, that Big Bang thing will happen, explode, everything will be destroyed. All billions of galaxies, trillions and zillions of planets, and countless number of humans and aliens and animals and everything will be destroyed. That's the last judgment day. When is it? The last one was 15 billion years ago, that's time of Big Bang. The next one, I don't know. And the third model of judgment. Judgment of nations. When a nation is unjust, the whole nation will be destroyed. Everybody will be killed. And the judgment is that moment. There won't be any judgment to go to heaven or hell or reincarnation, get another chance. No, you will be eliminated, dissolved, destroyed, vanished completely. No more chance, no more reincarnation. That's the third type of judgment for nations who are unjust. And one of those third model of judgment for nation is coming for the whole planet. And everybody who is dead in that time will be vanished completely. Something that atheists believe, that if you die it's all gone. Yes. No heaven, no hell, no reincarnation. You will be dissolved, destroyed, as if you never existed. It's planned for this planet of dogs, corpse eaters. I'm here to warn you about that. إنه زنان لن يعور. Do you think you will not return to God? You will see soon in hell when you see that. 66:10, slide 7. ضرب الله مثلا الذين كفروا امرأة نوح و امرأة لوط. Wife of Lut, prophet of God, and wife of Nuh, prophet of God, were killed. Wife of Nuh in the water, wife of Lut in that destruction that came for those two cities, Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, God killed everybody in Sodom and Gomorrah. Why? Everybody was killed because they were gay and homosexuals, lesbian, gay, garbage things that Satan is promoting these days for your planet. All of you must be killed. You are disease of the society. This is word of God. God sent those two angels to Abraham, and he was afraid. Oh, what is it? Because he's offered them some food they didn't eat. What is it? Why you don't eat? He was afraid of their power. He said, don't be afraid. We give you a good news personally, and we have come here to go to those two cities to destroy everybody, kill everybody. Sodom and Gomorrah. And they went there and they told Lut, prophet of God, you and your family just get out now, run and don't look back. We are destroying the whole city, kill everybody. His wife was one of those sinners, and she was killed too. Same as wife of Nuh. She was killed in the flood. So God sent them to hell, among others. 92:6, slide 8. وصدق بالحسنى وأما من اتقى وصدق بالحسنى will give him reward. Anybody who is اتقى, self-control, and give away, gives things, not oh, everything for me, no. Something for you and give away something too. And acknowledge if somebody does good things to him, acknowledges that, says thank you, shakur, say thank you, be grateful, gratefulness. Such a person will receive more and will have an easy life. This is a law of God. Number 9, 52:9. يوم تمور السماء مورا, on the day the heaven will sway with circular motion. The day of judgment. The judgment for the nation. The whole planet of Earth is one nation. For all of you. Corpse eaters, dogs, 8 billion of you will be killed. Wait to see the smoke in the sky. And that's too late. 697, slide 10. وهو الذي جعلكم النجوم لتهتدوا بها. I have taught you, God says, I taught you how to use these stars to find your path on the sea. In the darkness of the sea, look at the constellations and find your path. And this is how I make my signs clear for those people who understand. God is the creator of the earth animals in it, plants in it, you human animals in it, dogs, corpse eaters and non-corpse eaters and vegans, and aliens in other planets and their stars and the galaxies with 400 billion planets and stars and hundreds of galaxies, billions of galaxies. He created everything. And these are signs for those people who can understand. 2130, number 11. أَوَلَمْ يَرَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَنَّ السَّمَاوَاتَ وَالْأَرْضَ كَانَتَا رَتْقًا. He said this thing to Muhammad 1400 years ago. How did he know? Even you didn't know until, I don't know, 100 years ago or whatever. The whole universe was filled in one point, then it expanded. Expansion was discovered with the Doppler effect. Go and research when was Doppler. It was the last century. He says that, 2130, he talks about that, expansion of the universe. We expanded them. And second thing, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ, and I have put life for everything from water. أَفَلَا يُؤْمِنُونَ, why then you don't become believers? I'm teaching you these things. I told that guy, Muhammad, prophet of Muslims. He was a great man, peace be upon him. He was illiterate, he couldn't read and write. And even if he was literate, that he was not, knowledge of human in that time was not covering this. You didn't know, nobody knew. Expansion of universe and stars. 2130 is talking about this. And there is life in water. Everything grows. Whenever God talks about water, it means He's talking about symbol of life and grow. 64:5, slide 12. مَهِيزٌ مِنْ نِسَاكُمْ and مَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مِنْ أَمْرِهِ يُسْرًا. I want to concentrate on the last part. It's a man yattaqillah. Anybody who control yourself, who does control himself or herself according to the standard of God, I will command for his life ease. I will make his life easy. It is related to the subject that I spoke about. Be judgmental. You have to control yourself according to standards of God that you don't know what is it. 1, 2, 3, 22 of them I have written in that chapter. Go and read to know what is it. The most important is Man akramakum indallah atqakum, the one who is more generous, more valuable, more worthy in the eyes of God is the one who has more self-control. If you have that, God will command the universe to make your life easy. Standards of God, you should know. And when you know those standards, you can judge yourself and others. At the moment you judge, but based on an inconsistent set of standards. Who is more valuable? Just look at the web, what is their net worth? This guy has 100 million, this guy has 5 million, this guy has $100,000, so this guy is better, worthy, this guy is middle, this guy is unworthy. Your standard of judgment is money in the bank. This is bull, SH. Nonsense. Money is not a standard of judgment, a standard of value. in most cases, it's a standard of reverse of value, worthlessness. Why? You have to see how he made his money. Did he sell drug? Did he sell weapons to everybody, kill each other, make each other sick? Is he a corrupt politician? Is he a corrupt businessman? How did he make his money? Some people made money in a constructive way. I don't know, the guy is a writer and he wrote good constructive books. He made some money, that's fine. But majority of those people who have money are prostitutes of Hollywood and pimps of Hollywood, and corrupt businessmen and corrupt politicians who harmed you and collected money. Businessmen, capitalists, who stole your money, capitalists. I made another video there about you must convert this economy to communism, which is good for you. Go and read it, go and watch it, and you will understand. So, wealth, money is not a standard of value, it's a standard of reverse of value. You are worthless if you have more money. You are a piece of whatever if you have a lot of money, billionaire, because you are a capitalist. You sucked blood of billions of people. That's how you became money. It's not more valuable. Another standard. This prostitute is more beautiful. You know, actors of Hollywood, they're all prostitutes, majority of them. This other prostitute who makes noise and jump up and down and sing and dance and shows her body parts is more beautiful than the other prostitute, so this is better. No. Beauty of the face and body is not a standard of judgment. You get sick, in 3 days you will become so ugly that nobody with that stupid standard will give you any value. What are your other standards? I don't know. Just write a list of standards that you have that you don't know even. You are unaware and judging everything with the wrong standards. God says knowledge is a standard, light is a standard, understanding is a standard, self-control is a standard. These are things that God says. I wrote 22 of them in the chapter in the Holy Week on Earth. Go and read and learn. 13, 48:12. بل ظننتم أن لن ينغلب الرسول والمؤمنين على أهلهم أبدا وزين ذلك في قلوبكم وظننتم ظن السوء وكنتم قوما بورا. What you thought that the messenger and the believers would never return to their families ever, and that was made pleasing in your hearts, and you assumed an assumption of evil and became a people of ruin. وَزَنَنْتُمْ وَزُيِّنَ ذَلِكَ فِي قُلُوبِكُمْ. The concentration of the translation for this subject is this: Satan will decorate your vices and your nonsense and filth and dirt in your heart. He will decorate those nonsense and wrong things that is in your heart as a good thing for you. You're doing wrong, and he will decorate it in Cosmopolitan magazine of prostitutes, Women's Weekly of prostitutes. There are 2,500 magazines, 25,000 magazines. How many hundreds and thousands of television stations and movie producers and writers? They all work for Satan to decorate your prostitution, decorate your fornication, decorate all of those nonsense things that you do, decorate them in your heart as a good thing. Does Satan do it? Yes, it is his job. Majority of women and young girls and old women are prostitutes. They think we are sexy. Sexy is a kind of value. What does it mean? It means I show my body parts to women, to seduce, to men, and whatever they do to seduce them and attract fornication partners. That's what you do. That's the standards of Satan. If you are fine, if you are beautiful, whatever you are, cover yourself for your wife, for your husband. In the public, act decently. This is planet of dogs, misguided by Satan from left and right. And you're too stupid to understand that he is misguiding you. He is converting those dirty things in your heart as value. You think I am rich, which is against the value, and I am beautiful, which is against the value. I show my body parts, walk naked in the street. That's what you do. You are a rich prostitute, therefore it is valuable. Like who? Like Beyonce, you know, that satanic singer and dancer, ugly thing. These are your standards, the standards of Satan. Therefore you are Roman Bura. You are a ruined nation. Wait for the judgment come and you will see. Out of 8 billion of you, how many hundreds of you will be remained, will be spared. 89:4. وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَسْرِ. God is swearing to the night that is going to pass. The judgment will come. Billions of you corpse eaters, followers of Satan, will be killed and sent to hell, and the earth will be cleansed of your infection. The night will be gone. $89.4, $89.5, and $89.6. I read 3 of them for you. Number 15. وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَسْرِ. Swear to the night that will be gone soon. هل في ذلك قسما الذي هجر. Is it not a very strong swear for those people who have perception? I swear to this, that ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بعاد. Haven't you seen what I have done to the nation of Ad? They were all sinners. They were judging based on the standards of Satan. They were all corrupt, and the whole nation of Ad was destroyed. Everyone killed. How many nations I have killed? All of them. Ad, nation of Samud, nation of Aika, nation of Atlantis, everybody. I have killed the whole nation, destroyed them completely, that there is no trace of them around. Why? Because they were not judgmental. Everybody do whatever they want. You should be judgmental. You have to judge according to my standards. Then you will be cleaned. Your life will be easy. Otherwise, I will kill you all. $16. 13. يسبح الرعد بحمده. Thunder is floating in the rules of God as a praise for the Creator of universes. وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ مِنْ خِيفَتِهِ, and angels from the fear of God, because they know who He is, they know how He can destroy you all. They know that, they see that. وَيَرْسَلُ السَّوَاعِقَ فَيُصِيبُ بِهَا مَنْ يَشَاءُ وَهُمْ يُجَادِلُونَ فِي اللَّهِ وَهُوَ شَدِيدُ الْمِحَالِ. And God will send thunder, sawa'iq, sa'iqa, thunder, plural, God will send them to kill anybody that he wants. This Saira, his thunder will come and attack anybody that God decides. فهم يجادلون في الله. While they were discussing, arguing about God. And God is Shadidul Mihal. He is intense in his assault. كل حزب بما لديهم فرحون. Every group is happy with whatever nonsense they have. Muslims, Christians, Jews, Hindus, 2,000 versions of these stupid Indians with 2,000 different religions, all nonsense from Satan. Atheist group 1, group 2, group 2,000. Every group has a set of inconsistent set of beliefs and are happy about it. Inconsistent set of beliefs mean these statements in your set of beliefs with these other statements with set of beliefs are inconsistent, they are contradicting each other. If you are clever enough, have a pencil and paper and write down, this is what I believe, sentence 1, this is what I believe, sentence 2, and write all of them. Because your brain is small, you have maximum 20. If you are clever, you have 500. Whatever number it is, write your statements of belief. And if you are clever, you will see inconsistency between them itself. Forget about between them and reality. The statements of beliefs that you have are inconsistent internally and inconsistent with reality and inconsistent with your own well-being and guiding you to heaven or better life here and heaven. Every group has a set of beliefs. It has internal inconsistency, it has inconsistency with reality, it has inconsistency with your own benefit. Yujadaluna Allah. Your beliefs about God. God is like that. God of Muslims is good, God of Christians is bad. God of Christians is good, God of Jews is bad. No, all of you are wrong, Krishna is good. All of it is bull. There is only one God. For all of you. You make this set of beliefs you made and you are happy about it. While you are happy about it and you are arguing about it, thunder will come and selectively kill you. Billions of you. $57.11. Number 17. من ذا الذي يقرض الله قرضا حسنا فيضاعفه له. Anybody who loans to God, God will add to it and return it to you. وله أجر كريم. And generous reward will be for you. And what does it mean? I loan to God. What does it mean? God is the creator of galaxies and planets. He is owner of armies of the universe. He owns everything, created everything. How do I loan to God? He doesn't need it. God doesn't need. What does loaning to God mean? It means do stuff that God says. You can spend your time to make money and spend your time to do stuff that is pleasing you. That is, you are your own God. You are worshipping you. You are worshipping yourself. And yourself is a collection of garbage. What is your self? The statements in your brain. and you want pleasure, you want oxytocin, you want to do fornication. You want endorphin that pleases you, you want to jump up and down in that gym thingy. You want pleasure, you do stuff that pleases your brain and chemicals in your blood to create pleasure in your brain, to pleases yourself, your own entity. You are your own God. And what a stupid God to choose. You spend your time to collect money and time to spend to please your own God, which is you. And what do you get out of it? You get sick, you get sexual transmitted diseases, you will look like a freak when you spend too much time on the gym. Certain amount of exercise is all right, but everything you do is in excess to please yourself. God says, don't do that. Spend some time for me, and that time that you spend, instead of making money, you are spending for me, I will give you generous reward. And what does God need? You have to help His people, which are animals. When you do things for creating justice for animals, then you are spending time for God, you are loaning to God, and He will reward you. Social justice for human animals or captive animals like cows and sheep and chickens and other billions of them. You have to see which one is under more pressure. I want to spend 1,000 hours for justice. Do I spend it for justice for humans or justice for animals? You have to see who is more oppressed. Logical, right? Spend for animals. They are oppressed and they are waiting in their cells to be killed and their corpse be eaten by these dogs. If you work for me, I will help you, reward you more. Help children of God. This is loaning to God, and God will reward you. Number 18, 16, 17. والله خلقكم ثم يتوفاكم ومنكم من يرد إلى أرذل العمر. God created you and then will kill you. You are going to die. Don't believe it? Just look around. Your grandfather dead. Your father dead, you are die, your child will die, everybody will die. This is Meritio Luca, planet of death. All of you will die. Don't believe it? No, it doesn't happen to me. Some of you will become old, that you will get Alzheimer and don't understand anything, and some of them not. Allah Alimun Qadir. God knows everything and is very capable. So who created you? God. Who will kill you? God. How? He put in your gene sequence that you get old. His beard is white now. 10 years ago was gray, 20 years ago was black. I'm getting old and I'm gonna die. You too. And what will happen? You will stand there and He will judge you. No, judge yourself now, so you have something to show. Judge yourself and correct your behavior. And judge others as well. 94:1. Alam shrah laka sadrak. Didn't I expand your soul? He's talking to me. 94 is chapter that He sent in Quran for me, for Moses. It was answer of my questions. I asked some questions in 1300 BC. He answered it in Quran in 1400 years ago. How much is it? 2000 years later. I have described what is 94 and translated all of it. It's in the book, go and read. But this is a message for you as well. That's why I kept it here. Nashrah laka sadrak. I expanded your soul, expanded your vision. That was a gift. Thank you. Now you learn, you do that too. Expand your vision. Understand more, study more, research more. No, I have a PhD in, I don't know, marine biology. I'm saying it as a joke. I have nothing against marine biologists. You have studied a couple of bullshit stuff in a couple of bullshit universities and got a piece of garbage degree for something to make money, and you think, I'm the man, I know everything. You know zilch. Expand your soul, open your mind and start learning more. There is a billion things you don't know, and you don't even know that you don't know. I have written a lot of them in the book, Holy Week on Earth. I have translated some chapters of Quran, the other book that got sent, that you, in the last 1400 years, you didn't know its meaning. For the first time in this planet that I described it for you. Go and learn. From who? He taught me to tell you. Expand your soul. Be open to learn new things. (54:16) Number 20. فَكَيْفَ كَانَ عَذَابِي وَنُذُرِ. And how severe were my punishment and warning. Inzar is job of Anbiya, job of prophets. Means good news and bad news. Prophet comes and says, this is good news. If you all become vegan, you will leave. And this is bad news. We are going to kill everyone except them vegans. How many? 1 million? 2 million? How many are? 8 billion pests? Dogs? All of you. Numbers doesn't count. Only vegans among these 8 billion will live. Rest of you we kill because you are pest. You are a dog. It's a planet of dogs. We want to kill it and keep only humans there. This is Inzar. Good news and bad news. Bashiran wa Naziran. It's my job as a prophet. I give you Bashiran, good news. Become vegan, you will live. And Naziran, warning you. If you are a corpse eater, we kill you. All of you. How? I described in the book. Go and read. First prophet comes and gives warning. People don't listen, and then the punishment comes. That's the process. For nation of Ad, nation of Samud, nation of Aika, nation of Medin, nation of Atlantis, all of those nations that were wiped out. That is the pattern. Nation of Lut, nation of Noah. In the time of flood, everybody was killed. Lut, Sodom and Gomorrah, those two nations, those two cities were destroyed completely. Everybody was killed because they were homosexuals. You have to kill these parasites. If they go to shrink and become correct and become straight, that's fine. If not, kill them. They are pests. They are parasites. They are bacteria for the society. All of these nations that I named and many that I didn't name, I named them in the book. And a lot of them that I don't even know and it's not in the book, were wiped out. Read your own history. Step 1, prophet comes and tell you these things. Step 2, you don't listen. Step 3, you all dead. That's how it is. It's law of God. Number 21, 48:24. وهو الذي كيف أيديكم عنكم وأيديكم عنهم ببطن مكة. كان الله بما تعملون بصيرا. It's about, he said that to Muhammad in the time that they went to Mecca, they were kicked out, and they collect power, came back, they grabbed their own city back. And God says, no, don't kill everybody, don't destroy, don't revenge. He said, I decided that you don't destroy everybody there and they don't destroy you. You go back peacefully. When he decided, put in your hearts to fight. When he decided, put in your heart to be peaceful. فَكَانَ اللَّهُ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ بَصِيرًا. And I know what you are doing. I knew what you were doing before and I know what you are doing now. Everything that you do, he knows. And how does he know? Allah Nur Samawat wal Arz. God is the light of universes and the earth. This menorah is not God, it's the light. It's a lamp. There are some LEDs. I made this with some LEDs. It has 8 branches. There is some reason for that. He told me it should be on all the time. So I am aware that somebody is watching. And that's another light there. It's another light there. I can turn it off, those lights are on. I can turn everything off, light of the sun is coming. God is light of universes and the earth. Anywhere that there is light, he is there. How can he do that? He has a network of communication and monitoring and observation through energy in billions and billions and trillions of kilometers in all around in the universes through light and energy. And there is not even infinitesimal small particle of a space-time anywhere that there is no energy in it. Through that, he is observing everything. It's a complex physics concept. I described it in the book. Go and read. You say everything that you do, I know. You can turn this light off, is here, everywhere. In your room too, everywhere. 35:6, number 22. إِنَّ الشَّيْطَانَ لَكُمْ عَدُوٌّ. Satan is your enemy. فَاتَّخِذْهُ عَدُوًّا. Consider him your enemy. Don't do this. What is this? Work of Satan, sign of horn of Satan. Oh, I am cool. I am making noise. You know what it is? Rock people and Pope and your presidents and your, I don't know, everybody these days wants to do that, to say, I am follower of Satan. Stupid people. He is your enemy. He says that. I am your enemy. He says that. He had Hezbahu. He called his people. لِيَكُونُوا مِنْ أَصْحَابِ السَّعِيرِ. They are people of hell. He will send you to hell, and he doesn't go to hell. It's his job. You will be judged. He won't be judged. This is his job, to deceive you and send you to hell. And he said that clearly in old books. He said, at that time I say, you stupid people, I invited you, you listened, and you did a lot of nonsense things and crimes. I don't do these things because I'm afraid of the creator of universes. You are stupid, you just listen to me. Now you go to hell. He said that clearly. Now learn. No, hell is wrong, it's fake, and heaven is fake, and there is no judgment, that is fake. Is that so? You will die and meet Satan in hell soon. Don't worry about it. Then you will live. 58:17, number 23. لن تغن عنهم أموالهم ولا أولادهم من الله شيئا. I have a lot of money in this bank and that bank, and I have a mansion, I don't know, $100 million, and I have a $2 billion in the bank, or I don't know, some of you, $200 billion, and I have a lot of children. Therefore, I'm good, I'm valuable, I'm worthy. God doesn't do anything to me. Is that so? You are people of hell and fire. هم فيها خالدون. You are gonna be there forever. Mal, material possession, children, will save me from hell had nothing to do with hell. You don't follow standards of God, you go to hell. Doesn't matter you are rich or not rich, you have 100 children or no children. That's irrelevant. Had nothing to do with heaven and hell. Follow standards of God. Judge yourself every day. I did these things wrong. I try to fix it, tomorrow don't do it. Or once a week, sit there half an hour and judge yourself and judge others with the standards of God. If you correct your mind and behavior, you will go to heaven. Doesn't matter you are rich or poor, you have 100 children or no children, is irrelevant. 43:25. Number 24. فانتقمنا منهم. I revenged against them. فانظر كيف كان عاقبة المكذبين. Look what happened to those people who denied these words of prophets. I am repeating what Muhammad said, what I said before. The same thing. I said that 3,300 years ago. Muhammad said the same things 1,400 years ago. Jesus said that 2,000 years ago. Messengers of God always say the same thing because it's not their word. God said the same thing, you say that. He said that, died 2,000 years gone. He says that again. Messengers of God say word of God, and words of God does not change. And he says, فَانْتَقَمْنَا مِنْهُمْ. I revenged them. Look what happened for those people who denied. They ruined them to dust and then took their miserable souls and sent them to hell. Be aware of revenge of God. 30:48, number 25. Allah الذي يرسل الريح. It's long, I read the English. It is God who sends the wind, and they stir the clouds and spread them in the sky, however He wills. كيف يشاء. God does. يكون ما يشاء. I do whatever I like. You don't like it? You have objection? Get out of my land. Unfortunately, you cannot get out of material world. Get out of this planet, you go to another planet, it's still His word. And He makes them fragments, those clouds, so you see the rain emerges from within them, and when He causes it to fall upon whom He wills of His servants, immediately they rejoice. Water is sign of growing and life. You should be servant of God first. This is the first condition. Then He will send water for you. If you are servant of God, He will help you to grow. He will help you spiritually, materially, everything. If you are not servant of God, you are on your own and you do mess that you are doing now and you go to hell. 10:34, number 26. قل هل من شركائكم من يبدأ الخلق ثم يعيده. قل الله. Tell them, are there of your partners any who creates something, then and keeps its sustenance? Create something, then support it to keep life and keep growing. Who can do that? Which one of your partners can create something and keeps the sustenance of that creation to keep going? To ask them, you say the creator of universes can do, nobody else can. You are a carpenter, you get a tree, convert it to a table. You are not creating. Who created the wood? Who created the tree? Who created carbon? You know, tree made by carbon. Who created all of these elements? Who created the matter? And matter created planets and trees on top of it. You just convert things. You are not a creator, you are just manipulator of some stuff. Who created everything? The creator of universes. I did it. God did it, right? So, None of your partners can do. يبدأ الخلق ثم يعيده فأنا تؤفكون. Why are you deleted? I create stuff and I keep their life. Why are you in delusion? You cannot create zilch, you cannot create a mosquito, you cannot create nothing. Anything, you cannot. I do it, God does. Why are you in illusion? I described this in the book extensively. Go down from wood to carbon to elements to material to subatomic particles. I described it in the book. I say it briefly here. This is an atom, this is a proton, this is an electron. The electron is turning around. It has centrifugal force. This is the high school, primary school physics. Centrifugal force. With this speed that electron is going everywhere, it should get out. But it's not. Proton is grabbing it. Where these forces come from? God is Yoidahu. God is spending trillions and trillions of unlimited number of watts of energy at every fraction of a second in the whole universe to keep these forces going. Inside the proton there are some particles, there are some quarks. Who keeps these quarks together? Some energy is there. Physics discovered it. Physics says these internal atomic forces exist, but physics cannot describe where these forces come from. He said none of our business, how it happened and why this happened and who did it, we don't know. We just describe for you. There are some internal atomic force that keeps those quarks together. If that force gone, center of atom will be destroyed, the whole atom will be destroyed, the whole universe will be destroyed. Who is sending unlimited amount of energy to keep these particles together? Physics described it. We know this is there. How it is happening, we don't know. Physics cannot know. This is year 2000. Your knowledge is very small. God says, I do that. I created things and I put energy in it to keep it together so the universe stays as it is. I created the matter. I created the laws that these matters interact with each other. Ask them, who is doing it? The creator of universes. Therefore, why are you in illusion? Believe in me, everything that I say is good for you. You are an ant and I created billions of you everywhere. Number 27, 91:5. وَالسَّمَاءَ وَبَنَاهَا. Swear to the sky and the one who created it, constructed the sky, space, everything. وَالْأَرْضَ وَمَا and swear to the earth and the one who flattened it, not the flat earth, you know, he spread it. Flat earth is nonsense. Who created the earth, who created the universe and the sky, وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا and swear, he's got swearing to these things, to the soul and the one who formed it, who formed your soul, constructed the frame and the structure of your soul, and you don't even know what soul is. I swear to these things, anybody who clean up his souls will be winner at the end, and anybody who contaminates his soul will be loser. Big oaths. I swear to the sky that I created, and I swear to the earth that I created. I swear to the soul that I constructed its structure, that anybody who cleans his souls of contaminations and filth and dirt and everything which is in your mind. You clean it up, destroy it, erase it, unbelief, disbelief in everything that you believe, which is garbage, came from society, trash them out and believe in the standards of God to clean it up. You will be winner in this life, and then you will go to heaven. فقط خواب من دستا, and you will be loser, live in misery now, and then you go to hell. 96:2. خلق الإنسان من علق. I created human from that liquid that you know. This number 28 said, don't be proud, you are nobody. You are that liquid, you know, a sperm thingy. I created you from that. Now I am a big guy, I am managing director of this company, we have 60,000 employees. Oh yeah? I have zillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of planets and star systems. You are zero. You are minus. You are lower than zero. Don't be proud. من أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم. But you are worthy, you are generous, you have value if you have self-control and follow standards of God, follow my standards according to the standards. Control yourself, control your behavior, control your mind. Then you have some worth. Number 29, 17:2. فَأَعْطَانَا مُوسَى الْكِتَابَ. I gave Moses kitab, book. I gave you 10 commandments that time. I gave you now this time Holy Week on earth. The new book of God, which is updating Quran, Bible and Torah. وَجَعَلْنَاهُ هُدًى لِبَنِي إِسْرَائِيل. I made that book guidance for people of Israel, not present Israel, you know, people who came from Israel. Yahoo, you know those times? أَلَا تَتَّخَذُوا مِن دُونِي وَكِيلًا. Do not accept anybody except than me, lower than God, as your wakil, as your lawyer, somebody that you trust, somebody who is guiding you, somebody who is going to advise you, is your wakil, is your lawyer. Don't accept anybody except than me. I guided you. I gave you a book 3,000 years ago and a new book. I guided you. I gave you the book last time, and I gave you the new book, Holy Week on earth. Follow this and take God as your lawyer. Number 30. Torah, Numbers 13:25. And they returned from spying out the land at the end of the 40 days. Go and get Torah chapter Numbers and read from 13. Read chapter 13 and 14 of Numbers and see what's the story. I read Numbers 14:31. One chapter later, 31. But your little ones, they you said would be a prey, them will I bring in, and they shall know the land which you have rejected. What's the story? We sent a few people to go on a spy on that land. They came back. They said, oh, that's a good land. But people there are very strong. And then they went there and told everybody that they are strong, we are weak, we are going to die. We are not going to fight. Is that so? You are not going to fight. God says, I am with you. Go and fight. We get the land. They said, no, we are afraid. We don't go. You know what God said? God said, I am going to kill every one of you. 600,000 people I brought out from Egypt. Every man 20 years and up, everybody will die. 40 years in this desert you will be lost until every one of you is dead, and your children I keep alive. God is serious. He says, I am with you, go and fight. It means I'm helping you. You're afraid, you don't fight, you're gonna die anyway. This is in your hand. Go and fight against injustice. You might die, you might not. Anyway, after you die, you go to heaven. But if you don't fight, what will happen? You will die in misery, under the rule of unjust people. At least if you go and fight and die, you die with honor. Learn this. (32) 90:17 ثم كان من الذين آمنوا وتواصوا الصبر وتواصوا الرحمة. These are two things that you need to have: patience and kindness, and belief in God. And belief without reasoning, worth zero. Moses is telling you, you are a Jew, you are Muslim, you are Christian, you have belief. Without reasoning, you worth zero. You should have reasoning why God exists. I said that, I wrote the proofs in the book, Holy Week on Earth. Go and read and learn. You should have belief with reasoning and using your mind. Belief, patience, and kindness. Kindness to vegan and animals. Death and misery to corpse eaters. Fight is coming. Be ready. Number 33. Numbers 23:24. Behold, the people that rise up as lioness and as a lion do he lift himself up. He shall not lie down until he eat of the prey and drink the blood of the slain. This is about Balak and Balaam. Go and read Numbers 23, all of it. Those who listen to God, follow commands of God, 11 commandments. Follow what I say. I say 11 commandments. Follow what God says, the standards of God. They will do right. They live here happy. When they die, they go to heaven. If not, God will send some forces to destroy you. Your choice. Number 34. 114:3. Allah Nas. There is only one God. That's Yahweh, the God, the creator of universes, who is your king. No Jesus. Jesus is no king. If he was king, he could protect himself. They killed him on the thing. What is it? The cross. Jesus is no God. He was a guy. He was a good guy. He was like Muhammad, a good guy, prophet of God. He was like me, Moses, a good guy, prophet of God. But there is no comparison between God, the creator of universes, and a guy who goes to eat and go to toilet and they killed him on the cross. Right? There is only one king, king of the universes. That is the creator of universes. He is a huge, billions and trillions of galaxies he created. Do you understand that? These idiot Hindus, they say Krishna dancing and singing, Krishna is God. Krishna was a guy, if he ever existed anyway. 5,000 years ago, he was a guy, the good guy, I don't know. He was prophet of God, I don't care. God, the creator of universes, Jesus, Krishna, this is bull. Clean your mouth of this nonsense that you say. There is only one God, one king for the whole universe. (35) 26:39 وقيل للناس هل أنتم مجتمعون لعلنا نتبع السحرة إن كانوا هم الغالبين. This is about that time in front of Moses. He said, collect all of those people, your magicians, throw their stake, I throw my stake. This stake, this katana. We'll see what will happen. They did, and I sent that piece of wood that time, became a dragon, ate all of their snakes. And all of those magicians said, yes, we believe. We shall see soon. 36. 26:43 قال لهم موسى ألقوا ما أنتم ملقون. I said, throw whatever you throw. They did their magic. I did. Send the wood, became a snake, ate their snakes. Means what? They make conspiracies and God makes conspiracies. They do magic tricks, God does real thing. He has plan for you, for all of you on this planet. I am here to warn you. Moses is telling you the judgment there is coming. The judgment day of that type that the whole nation of earth will be killed. Do you get it? You are gonna die. All of you. We keep only vegans alive. Rest will be sent to not hell, to oblivion, to zero, to nothingness. You will be disintegrated. There won't be any judgment for you. After you die, everybody will get judgment. No, this is exception. God says, when I destroy a nation because of their sins, they will be gone to nothingness. No heaven, no hell, no reincarnation. Vanished, destroyed. (37) 927 وإذا ما أنزلت سورة نظر بعضهم إلى بعض هل يراكم من أحد صرف الله قلوبهم بأنهم قوم لا يفقهون. And whenever a surah, a sign of God is revealed, they look at each other and say, does anyone see you? Then they escape. God has made their hearts not to accept, because they are la yafqahun. They do not have comprehension. They're dumb. They're stupid. God doesn't care about the stupid people who cannot think. Do whatever you want. Prophet of God is showing you signs. You don't believe it? That's fine. Get lost. This is a religion for those people who have brain. Look at the evidences, read, understand, accept. We don't want people to have faith without reasoning and understanding. We don't want stupid people. Stupid people are abound. Billions of them are here. Billion of them are Christian, billion of them are Muslim. I don't know how many 100,000 or whatever they are Jews. Go and look at the statistics. Majority of believers are as stupid as dog. What about unbelievers? God says, قوم لا يفقهون. These people cannot comprehend. Even they are stupid, I don't need them. Let them go. And where do they go? To hell. So you're gonna die. If you don't accept my words, which are words of God, you will go to hell. Doesn't matter you are Muslim, Christian, Jew, or atheist. Atheists are definitely go to hell. Believers, present believers, some small portion of them will accept, because majority of them are stupid. They go to hell with unbelievers, and I don't care, and God doesn't care. And what do I say? I add only one statement. In all of your old books, you should be vegan. Whatever sense and nonsense you believe, I don't care. Keep believing. But action should be vegan. You are not going to harm my animals. 38. 49:12. يا أيها الذين آمنوا. Hey, people who are believers. اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن. Do not have some doubt. Some of those doubts are sin. لا تجسسوا. Do not spy on each other. لا يغتب بعضكم بعضا. Do not do this thing that you do, gossip. Don't talk behind each other's back. It is like eating your brother's corpse. Do you like that? Do you like eat your brother's corpse? Gossip means that. اتقوا الله. Have self-control against the standards of God. And where are those standards? I wrote 22 of them in the Holy Vegan Earth book. Go and find the chapter and learn. اتقوا الله. Have self-control. If you do, and Allah Tawwabun Rahim, God is forgiving and kind. 39. 95:3. بهذا البلد الأمين. I, God, I am swearing on this land, who is a secure land. At that time was where Prophet was living, and now here where I am living. That I created human in the best form, ثم رددناه أسفل السافلين, then sent him to this place. Earth is the lowest of the low of planets. It is not a civilized planet. It is a planet of dogs. A few million with 4 legs, a few billion with 2 legs that look like human, but their soul is soul of a dog. They're a spirit from hell. Hell is empty. Why? Because all demons of hell are here, occupying body of these 2-legged things. They eat corpse. One level lower civilization, that the earth is the hell itself. ثم رددناه أسفل السافلين, send them to these lowest of lowest places, to this prison. The earth is a prison. I have spoken about this before. Except then those people who are آمنوا عملوا الصالحات, those people who are believers and do the best thing that they can do. For them أجر غير ممنون. For them is reward without expectation. He says all of these swears, I swear to this land which is secure. فما يكذبك بعد بالدين. After all of this knowledge, why are you not accepting this path of God? Why you are denying it? أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين. Is not that God is the best of judges? Best of judges decided that system should work like this, and this is the system, and I know better than you. You are an ant, I own universes. So listen. 40, 41, 49. لا يسأم الإنسان من دعاء الخير إن مسه الشر فيئوس قنوط. A human is always asking, oh give me this, give me that, prayer, 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 oh God I want this, I want that. And when some negative things attacks him, he become yaus, hopeless, and yes, sadness, and qanut, despair, weaklings. Grow up, expand your vision. Don't pray God, oh I want this, I want this, I want that. God is not Santa Claus that you go there and there's this list of stuff that I want. You want money, go and work for it, get money. You don't work, you die by hunger. And God doesn't care, just look at you. He says, I made day to work, night to rest, and work. Work, make money. Use your brain. And don't become depressed. Oh, I am poor, I am depressed. Don't become happy if you are rich. Don't become depressed if you lose something. Steady, like a rock. You want to stop work, you get it. And don't bother me. Prayer, prayer, prayer. Oh, do this. Make all of the believers sick, healthy. I don't care. I made the universes and made laws. You want to be healthy, do stuff that you need to be healthy. Go to doctor. I'm not a doctor to give you antibiotic. You want something, work for it. God says that. And if you don't get it, don't blame me, don't blame anybody else, blame yourself and the system. The system is wrong. Go and fight against unjust system. Destroy it. If you live, that's fine. If you win, that's fine. If you die, you go to heaven because you did fight for justice. And in any case, no happiness, no sadness. Steady like a rock. 41. 86:2. إن كل نفس لما عليها حافظ. For every soul there is a حافظ, a protector. I say observer, monitor. You are being watched. 42. 58:15. أعد الله لهم عذابا شديدا إنهم ساء ما كانوا يعملون. God has prepared for them عذابا شديدا, intense torture. ساء ما كانوا يعملون. This is wrong that they do. Their actions are wrong. Majority of you will go to hell. There is not a soul that escapes from hell. Everybody, including me, everybody will go to hell. But those people who have done right will be rescued from hell. And everybody else stays there. This is what he says anyway. So I believe him. Because he made hell. He's the owner of it. He's the owner of heaven and hell both. I saw somebody recently, it was a Netherlands researcher. That was shocking. Some of you haven't heard. It was a 2 hour, 3 hour, I don't know, long video. Did some research. Some of these New World Order demons or hell do something, even saying it is disgusting. There is something in your blood that your internal glands create, adrenal glands create adrenaline, and under intense pressure and fear or anger, through chemical processes inside your body, it is converted to adrenochrome. If you become very angry for some reason, and God says, Wattaqullah, control yourself. If you are angry, control yourself. Don't act, don't say, don't shout, don't do anything else. Any decision that you want to make when you are calm. If you are angry, wattaqullah, control yourself. Don't do anything until anger goes. And when you are very angry, that chemical which is created in your body is converted to adrenochrome, and it's very enjoyable. This is the right way to do it. If you're angry, control yourself, you will get the reward. But these demons of hell, they go and kidnap girls and kidnap children, and then they don't kill them. They just torture them, scare them until they die under pain and torture. And immediately they cut them and drink their blood for getting that adrenochrome. It's demonic. Demons of hell do that. But they do it here now in this planet. That's one of the things that they do. New World Order Illuminati people. That video gives a lot of evidences to show what they do. أعد الله عذابا شديدا. God has created intense torture for them. Soon they will get it. In this life, people will rise and chop their heads and hang them in the streets. And when they are dead, they go to hell to burn. Including every one of you corpse eaters. You do that to chicken and sheep and cow. 43, 85:9. الذي له ملك السماوات والأرض. God is the one who is king of universes and this earth. Allah ala kulli shay'in shahid. Indeed, Allah, Yahweh, God, is watching you. He is a witness of everything that you do. لكم دينكم ولي الدين. Number 44, 109, chapter 109. God says, tell them, hey, you unbelievers, I do what God says, followers of me, followers of God, followers of messengers of God. Moses, at this time, they do what God says. We said you should be vegan. You don't believe in God. We gave you the final reasoning. Proofs of God are in the book. Read, understand, become believer. You don't want to do it, that's fine. You go your way, we go our way. You shall see soon in hell. 75:12, number 45. إلى ربك يومئذ المستقر. Your permanent place later after you die is near your God. When? In the judgment day. You're standing there. God is standing there watching. The judge is Jesus. You know, Jesus, he was a cool guy. He was a big man. He was prophet of God. He is the judge. But he will say, and God is watching, Jesus is standing there as another judge, but you are judge yourself. God says, we show you everything that you have done. Like a movie, it will show you all of that 30 years, 50 years, 70 years, 90 years that you were making mess here. Like a movie, they show you all of it. And at that time, you will see all of the standards of God. And God says, you judge yourself. These are the actions of the guy, which is you, and these are my standards. What do we do with you? And he is watching, Jesus is watching too. And what do we do? At that time, you are forced to use the standards of God to judge yourself. And you say, okay, I'm going to hell. And then they send you to hell. 76:7, number 46. يوفون بالنذور ويخافون يوما كان شره مستطير. Those who are fulfilling their promises and those who are scared of the day of judgment. The day that you die, that you will be judged, you are scared of that. You should be scared of judgment because hell is real. Burning alive is real. And burning alive is something that you can understand. That's why God made this example. Real pain and torture is way more than that. You should be afraid of that and behave. شره مستطير. Evil of that is widespread. It will cover all of you. If you are afraid of hell and يوفون بالنذور, and those promises that you made to yourself, to God, you fulfill those promises, then will be protected. (44, 53) 47. These type of people يلبسون من سندس واستبرق متقابلين. They are wearing garments of fine silk and sitting there talking with each other, happy in heaven. So, hell, torture. Heaven, happiness. You choose. Judge yourself now according to standards. If you see your behavior is wrong, change. Judge others, inform them. This thing that you are doing is wrong. This thing that you are doing is good for you, both. Then you go to heaven. 64:10 والذين كفروا وكذبوا بآياتنا أولئك أصحاب النار. Those people who are unbelievers and deny the signs that I am sending. These are signs of God. Moses is telling you, this is sign of God, this is sign of God. These sentences are signs of God. These people are people of hell, أصحاب النار, people of fire. خالدين فيها, they will be there forever. فبئس المصير, oh, that's a bad place. 49. 47:5 سيهديهم ويصلح بالهم, he will guide them and amend their condition. يهديهم, هداية, will guide them to the right path. ويصلح بالهم, make their affairs corrected. Who? Those people who listen to standards of God and word of Moses here that tells you 10 commandment is gone, 11, add one more to it. You should be vegan. You had 3,300 years to learn these 10 sentences. I add only one additional sentence. Vegan. That's word of God. Update your old books. I added chapter 115 for Quran, new chapter. Go and read it if you are Muslim. Everybody should become vegan. It is in the Holy Vegan Earth. New chapter is in Holy Vegan Earth. Number 50. 91:2. وَالْقَمَرَ إِذَا تَلَاهَا, I am swearing to the moon, it is reflecting the light, وَالنَّهَارَ إِذَا جَلَاهَا, and the day that there is brightness of sun, وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَاهَا, I am swearing to the night when covers everything, وَالسَّمَاءِ وَبَنَاهَا, and I am swearing to the sky that I created, وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَاهَا, I am swearing to the soul that I created and formed it and structured it. فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا, that I can inspire you to do self-control, I can inspire you to do wrong things. who is being inspired by God to do wrong things. This is one group of demons of hell, which is you, all of you, 8 billion corpse eaters. This is another group of wrongdoers, demons of hell, New World Order, those 1%, those billionaires, those capitalists, those Satan worshippers. These are from hell, all of you from hell. God inspires you to kill each other. This is for sure. Why? This group of pests are being killed, but that group of pests and these people will fight against those and kill some of them, and all of you together will go to hell. That's how it works. I am swearing to all of these things that I said, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا. Indeed, anybody who does clean his soul will be rewarded, will be successful. How to clean your soul? Clean of what? Clean of thoughts and actions that you do. And how do I know which thoughts and actions are right, which one is wrong? Right and wrong is not written in Cosmopolitan, and is not written in, what is this, Women's Weekly. That's bullshit. These are all words of Satan. Right and wrong are in those standards of God. Read those from Holy Vegan book. Learn, clean up your souls and action. God says, I'm swearing to the light that if you clean yourself, you will be alright. You will be rewarded. Number 51. 32:11. قُلْ يَتَوَفَّاكُمْ مَلَكَ الْمَوْتِ. Tell them, angel of death will kill all of you. Who is that? Lord Yamaraj. Indians call it Lord Yamaraj. Israel, angel of death. Grim Reaper, huh? You know that? He will kill you all. There is a force in the universe that is the angel of death. His job is kill everybody. You are not allowed to live here more than 100 years, 90 years to make it unlimited mess. It's better you dead to stop this nonsense. Then you will be judged. وَكُلٌّ بِكُمْ ثُمَّ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكُمْ تُرْجَعُونَ. All of you, after you are dead, will be standing in front of your teacher, that is God, to be judged. 52:44. وَإِنْ يَرَوْا كِسْفًا مِنَ السَّمَاءِ سَاقَطْهُ يَقُولُوا سَحَابٌ مَرْكُومٌ. And if they were to see a fragment from the sky falling, they would say, it's merely cloud. It's a heap of cloud. It means you are so dumb that your perceptions, your observations are wrong. I am sending a cloud of destruction over your head. You say it's a cloud, it's going to bring me water and rain. No, it's going to destroy you all. Why? Because you are sinners. Because you are a dog corpse eater. That's why. Because you don't listen to Moses that I sent. It's telling you 11 commandments. Number 11 is everybody should become vegan. Not because of your health, but because of the animals, because of animal rights. 30:45 ليجزي الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات من فضله إنه لا يحب الكافرين. I will reward those people who have belief and عملوا الصالحات. Two conditions: belief and عملوا الصالحات. Believe and the best thing that you can do. I am a believer, but I do whatever. I work in Wall Street, but I am a believer. I go to church too. That's a bull. It's nonsense. Cannot go work for capitalists, drink blood of public, suck their life, to become rich, to buy a Ferrari and a large home, and say I go to church too. No. Action counts. Belief is necessary, and then action, the best thing that you can do. The best thing that you can do for Satan is being a capitalist, being a hedge fund manager. That's for Satan. He will send you to hell. Those people who have belief and do the best thing that they can do, men fazleh, because of the generosity of God, will receive reward. And God doesn't like unbelievers. Unbelievers. If you are an unbeliever, that's fine. Go and read the proof of God. I wrote in the book many of those proofs your brain will accept. After your brain will accept, your action will follow. Your action will follow. Gradually your heart will change too. But brain first. No reasoning worth nothing. Belief without reasoning worth zero. 1025, number 54. Wallah yad'u ila dar as-salam. God, the creator of universes, is inviting you to the path of peace. وَيَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ إِلَى صِرَاطٍ مُسْتَقِيمٍ. Anybody that he likes, he will guide to the right path. So, after all of this, if you are not guided, believe me, you worth zero. That's why he doesn't care to guide you. If you have any worth, he will change your heart and guide you. Number 55, 62:11. وَإِذَا رَأَوْا تِجَارَةً أَوْ لَهْوًا انفَضُّوا إِلَيْهَا وَتَرَكُوكَ قَائِمًا. I am inviting you to 11 commandments, to become vegan, to fight for animal rights. You don't do that. You see some business, you spend your time for business. You see some game, you spend your time to play games. That's fine. You go to hell. قُلْ مَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ خَيْرٌ مِنَ اللَّهِ وَالْتِجَارَةِ. Tell them, what you are going to gain from God is better for you than business, making money, and better than games and entertainment. وَاللَّهُ خَيْرٌ الرَّازِقِينَ. God is the best provider. You work for God, He will supply for your material life as well. 56, 58:13. If you are going to ask me a question, you have to pay something in advance. What? Money? No, I don't want money. Pay me? No, not me. Pay what? 1 glass of rice, you pay to birds. They are my children. Birds in your area, in front of your home, in your yard, in your garden. But if you are so poor that you cannot even give 1 glass of rice to birds a day, then that's fine. Sit there and do prana, salat, atu zakat. When you make money, 10% of your yearly income, you pay for charity. Which charity? Only animal rights charity. Only to help animal rights and food for animals, medicine for animals. Pay those vegan animal sanctuaries in your area. That is paying tax of God. Follow me, obey me, Moses. And I ask you only one thing. I don't want any money from anybody. But I want your money that you spend for animals, for 11 commandments, for vegan causes, for animal rights causes. Not to church, not to mosque, not to this temple of Jews. All of those mullahs and priests and rabbis are pieces of garbage if they get 1 cent for their work. They go to hell. but I want you to spend your money for animal rights the way that your brain allows you. And I have written a lot of things that you can do to help animals in the Holy Vegan Earth. Atiullah. Follow God. Obey God. Atiul Rasul. Follow me, Moses, messenger of God. Allah khabirun bima taf'alun, and whatever you do, God is watching and observing and knows. '57, 61:2. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, hey, you believers, lima taquluna ma la taf'alun. Why you say stuff that you don't do? If you are not going to do anything, don't talk about it. And if you say something that you do it. كبر مقتا عند الله أن تقولوا ما لا تفعلون. God will become very angry if you say something and don't do it. Don't promise anything to yourself, to any other. Don't say anything that you cannot do. But if you sit there, meditate, do your prana, and decide to do something and you say it, you do it. Because if you don't do, it makes God angry. And no sane person wants somebody that intense to become angry with him. '58, 1567. وجاء أهل المدينة يستبشرون, and the rest of it. This is time of Lut, prophet of Sodom and Gomorrah. You remember Sodom and Gomorrah? Prophet was Lut. God sent 2 messengers to destroy them all. Those stupid pieces of garbage, homosexuals, lesbians, and LGBT crap, and homosexual garbage pest parasites of that city came and said, give me these 2 people. Lut said, shame on you. These are my guests. Get lost. They didn't. Those angels made them blind, and then they told Lut, you and your family escape, I'm going to kill all of these people. And they did. They destroyed 2 cities level to the ground. This is word of God. Homosexuals, lesbians should go and get a shrink and become straight. If they cannot, you should kill them all like pests, like bacteria, like virus. They are viruses of the society. And this is authority for it. Your laws are changed. These are laws of Satan. He wants to misguide you all and send all of you followers of this garbage to hell. '59, 42:38. والذین استجابوا لربهم وأقاموا الصلاة وأمرا شورى بینهم ومما رزقناهم ينفقون. Those people who listen to God, and I'm telling you His words. أقاموا الصلاة, do their prayer. Salat means prayer that Muslims do 5 times a day. They sit there and up and down and up and down, like singing and dancing. Nonsense. They don't understand what they're talking about. 20 minutes. Total of that 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes that they do in the day is 20 minutes. That's useless. That is changed. Time is changed. Now you have to do it twice a day. Before sunrise, before sunset. 1.5 hour, 1.5 hour pranayama, the way that I wrote in the Holy Vegan Earth. Time is changed. Prayer to God for Muslims, Christians, Jews is changed. This is the last law of prayer. Twice a day, before sunrise, before sunset, 1.5 hour each session. How you do it, I wrote in the book, go and read. This is what you do. Aqamus Salat, that 20 minutes is not good enough. That's why you are living in misery and poverty and filth. All of you Muslims. And you Christians, you are living in a different poverty and filth. And Jews, you are Satan worshippers, most of you. Laws change. You do that according to this new law. Moses is telling you twice a day the way that I said. Then God will send you revelation. They send you knowledge to guide you how to live. If you do not connect, salat means connection. If you do not connect to God, how He can tell you what to do? وَأَمْرُهُمْ شُورَى بَيْنَهُمْ. And when they have important matters, they discuss with each other. In a group, they make decisions in a group. مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ. And from what I have given them, they give to the poor. They spend for justice, for animal rights. Shura bainahum. I made one video completely about economy. Your economy should change from garbage capitalism to communism. Means of production, which is factory, which is farm, which is businesses, should be owned by all of those people who are working in that area. Decisions should be made by all of those people who are involved in that. All of the workers, janitor, the one who makes the coffee, the engineer, the manager, all together. Everybody has one vote. أَمْرُهُمْ شُورَى بَيْنَهُمْ. Decisions should be made by everybody. Not only rich people make decisions and everybody else is a slave. That video that I made about economy of vegan earth is communism, I explained why. It's for itself a long video. Go and watch and learn. And I have given you examples of where you can find worker co-ops and learn from them how they are managing their affairs. Mondragon in Spain, they have over 100,000 employees. All of the businesses that they have created is worker co-op. There is no board of directors and capitalists and rich bastards, no. Workers there, everybody, workers, managers, engineers together make all of the decisions. What to produce, how much we produce, how much we sell it, how much we pay this guy, how much we pay that guy, salaries, profit, factory expansion, all of them decided by everybody. أَمْرُهُمْ شُورَى بَيْنَهُمْ. 42:38. Together make decisions. 60. 27:48. وَكَانَ فِي مَدِينَةٍ تِسْعَةُ رَهْطٍ يُفْسِدُونَ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَا يُصْلِحُونَ. This is about nation of Samud. Name of the prophet was Saleh. Was his name. In that place there were 9 families that they were mufsid fil ard. They were doing wicked things on the earth. La yuslihun. They were not doing the best thing that they can be done. They were managing affairs of the city to their own benefit. Injustice was in that city, and Saleh said, don't do it, be just. God commands justice. They didn't listen to Saleh. God destroyed all of Samud to trash, to dirt, to zero, killed everyone. Don't listen to Prophet of God, you're gonna die. Don't listen to Prophet of God, you are gonna die. This was my alarm clock at 4:30. I go and give rice to my birds every day. Number 60, 27:48. Those 9 family that they were doing filthy things in the city, God destroyed all of the Samud. The same pattern is happening now. About 2,000, 300, 400 billionaires are in this planet. We call this whole globe of dirt, planet of dogs, the earth, with 8 billion dogs, corpse eater on it, one city. Those 2,000 billionaires and families are like those 9 families of land of Saleh, Prophet Saleh, nation of Samud. Nation of Samud, 9 families, they were doing destruction. Present nation of the earth, 8 billion corpse eaters, 2,000, 2,500 of them are billionaires. They are doing destruction. All of these New World Order stuff, Illuminati stuff, hidden government stuff, governments of the world are working for billionaires. These are the families who are destroying the planet. They are doing unspeakable actions, crimes against everybody, against human animals and every other animal. And Moses is here. Now, I am telling you, nation of the earth, 2,000 billionaires, Moses is here. Nation of Samud, 9 families doing destruction, Saleh was the prophet. Saleh told them, do not do this destruction, follow words of God that he was telling them. They didn't listen. I am telling you, leave my animals alone. Billionaires, millionaires, or pissed poor people, leave animals alone. This is the worst destruction that you are doing. This is the worst injustice. Listen to word of prophet. If you don't, we are going to kill you all. Genocide. 8 billion dogs dead. And nobody in the civilized alien planets that some of them are observing out of curiosity of the dog planet, nobody cares enough to say, I don't care. We say, they were corpse-eater dogs, they deserved it. Be warned. 61. 101:4. يوم يكون الناس كالفراش مبثوث, the day that people will be like scattered moths. You know what kind of butterfly moth? The scattered moths? You will be like that, running everywhere. When the destruction is over your head and you see it soon. 62. 48:17. ليس على الأعمى حرج. If somebody is blind, we don't expect him to fight. لا على الأعرج. This is not upon the blind any guilt, or upon the lame any guilt, or upon the ill, even if you are sick, any guilt. And whoever obeys God and His messenger, He will admit him to gardens beneath which rivers flow, but whoever turns away, He will punish him with a painful punishment. Fight is upon you. You have to fight against injustice. You're gonna die anyway. Either you submit to the destructive government of Satan and live like a worm, and they vaccinate you and they make you intentionally sick and you die because of that with pain and sickness and misery, and die like a worm, or you fight for justice and die with honor. But before you die, you kill thousands of them. Your choice. If you obey God and word of his messenger, that is right now is telling you fight for justice. Moses is telling you take your gun, take your sword and fight against injustice. If you are alone, alone. If you are two, two. If you can organize a group of 10, 10. If you can organize a group of city together or alone, fight against injustice. Judge their actions. Judge your actions with the standards of God. If you see injustice, fight. But if you are sick, if you are blind, if you are weak or you cannot do anything, that's fine. If you are invalid and sick and blind, that's fine. We don't expect you to fight. But if you are healthy and you are able and you don't fight, you go to hell with azab and alima, with painful torture. And if you fight, if you kill them, you go to heaven. If you are killed in the fight, you go to heaven. 63. Burnt offering. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son, etc. I want to see which chapter was it. Genesis 22. Genesis 22:6. Burnt offering, peace offering, war offering, happy offering, unhappy offering, whatever sacrifice. Muslims, Christians, Jews, sacrifice is helping animals, not killing them and eating their corpse. The laws changed. Sacrifice what is dear to you, to your heart, your money. You spend money, buy food for animals. You spend money, buy medicine for animals. Free the slaves. Animals are slaves. 497. Indeed, those whom the angels take in death while wronging themselves, ظالمي أنفسهم. If you don't follow rules of God, if you follow rules of Cosmopolitan and Women's Weekly and TV and radio and magazine and your stupid writers and celebrities who are all prostitutes, and men are pimps, they are all fornicators and garbage, pieces of garbage are all your idols. If you listen to them, ظالمي أنفسهم, you are doing injustice to your soul. Standards of society send you to hell. It is injustice to you. You are following demons of hell and their advice. Out of stupidity you harm yourself, because in hell you will be tortured. You do injustice, you kill animals and eat corpses, injustice, but you are doing injustice to you. If you listen 11 commandments, number 11, you should be vegan. If you listen to standards of God that I wrote in the book, you are doing good to yourself. These people, they were mustazafina fil ard, they were weak on the earth. They were kept weak by force of capitalists and demon worshippers of New World Order and Illuminati and all of this crap that you know. They say we were weak, it's not our fault. God says, Alam takun al-arz Allah wasatan. Didn't I make a very large, big, huge earth? You get out of here, go somewhere else that you are not under injustice. Fatuhajaru, immigrate somewhere else. In this place you are under injustice, go somewhere else. If everywhere is under injustice, take your knife and fight. Destroy the unjust system. فَأُولَٰئِكَ مَأْوَاهُمْ جَهَنَّمْ. You will go to hell. فَسَاءَتْ مَصِيرٌ. Very, very bad place. You have to get out of here if you are under injustice, and they keep you weak. My land is large, my earth is very big. If you don't and live under injustice, here you live with humiliation like a worm, and those unjust people kill you and destroy you, and after you die, I send you to hell. This is what God says. Now let's see what Moses says. Moses says, fight for injustice, destroy it. If you can get out, get out. If you cannot get out, everywhere is the same. In every country, every government is unjust. Fight. Soon you shall see what they are going to do to you with vaccine and with those chips that they put under your skin. Do not accept it. Fight back. Because if you accept it, you will live like a worm with humiliation, and they kill you. They are going to die anyway. At least fight. You are going to die anyway. They are going to kill you with those vaccines. They inject sickness in you. They are going to make you a slave with that universal cryptocurrency of the world. One, one ring, unite them all. Under rule of Satan, they will make you live like a worm and die like a worm. You choose that, or fight and die with honor. But the point for fight is not to die, is to kill enemy and escape unharmed. This is a surveillance capitalism era. It's different from time of Lenin. The strategy and tactic for fight against government in his time, you learn in his books, is different now. I have written you new methods of how to fight in this millions of cameras that are monitoring you. I have given you guidance how to do it in Holy Vegan Earth. Every chapter that I wrote, that was my word. I wrote, then I asked God, do you accept this? Don't you accept this? Then he said this, remove this, fine. Then he added his own comments, or in the book. 65. إِنَّا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ بِالْحَقِّ بَشِيرًا وَنَذِيرًا. Indeed, I sent you, and this is a just thing that I sent you. God says, I sent you, me, Moses, now, بَشِيرًا وَنَذِيرًا, to give them good news and warn them. Naziran, warn them. Good news, become vegan, you leave. Bad news, you are a corpse eater, we kill you whole, and then we send you to hell. That's the bad news. Good news, vegans will leave, and after they die, they go to heaven. فَإِن مِّنْ أُمَّةٍ إِلَّا خَلَا فِيهَا نَذِيرٌ. There is no nation that I haven't sent them a warner. God is just. Always send the warner, a messenger first. They listen, fine. They don't listen, they destroy them all. You are warned. Warned for what? Vegan. That's the only thing that you need to do. And then fight for justice. Priority is animal rights justice, then human rights justice. Because humans can do something, can take their AK-47 and fight, can take their sword and fight. At least they can do something. Animals are really helpless. You have to fight for their rights first. 66. 2567. وَالَّذِينَ إِذَا أَنْفَقُوا لَمْ يُسْرِفُوا وَلَمْ يغتروا. Those people who are giving to charity, they are not 100% generous and everything that they have they give away, or they are not greedy that they give them $1, something in between, something that makes sense. كان بين ذلك, something between these two extremes. Yeah, you should have common sense. 67. 95-2. وَتُورَ سِينِينَ وَهَذَا الْبَلَدِ الْأَمِينَ. This is repeated. I see that. I spoke about this in a few sentences before. Tur Sinin, 95-2, chapter 95, number 2. I am swearing to this Tur Sinin, this mountain, Mount Sinai. At that time he appeared to me, that fire in the tree. I am swearing to this mountain, and rest of that I described before. Alaysa Allah ba'akam al-hakimin. Is not that Yahweh, God, Allah is the best of judges. I'm the best of judges. I know better. I say this, do this stuff, do it. Good for you. And why is best of judges? Because he knows all of the law. Not only that, he created all of the law. And just read those laws, it's good for you. Don't kill anybody, don't kill animals, don't lie, don't be envious of the possessions of your neighbor. All of the 11 commandments are good for you. You follow it, it's good for you. 68. 59:18. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, hey you believers, attaqullah, have self-control, observe that God is watching you, be aware that God is watching you, anywhere you go God is watching you. The standards of God, control yourself against those standards. وَلْتَنْظُرْ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ. Let every soul look to what it has put forward for tomorrow. When is tomorrow? After you are dead. إِنَّ خَيْرَ الزَّادِ التَّقْوَى. The best thing that you can send as preparation for your future after you are dead is self-control. And fight for justice. Make a list of stuff that you have done, except in the time, years and decades that you worked for money and bought this house, that you live it, and bought that car and you live it, you gave to those kids that you grow, kids, and they are your enemy. They are waiting to see when you are dead sooner so they get their inheritance. They are your enemy. All of these are garbage, they are gone. Wasted effort, wasted time, waste of decade of your life. Show me what you have done for justice. Write it down. That is what you can show after you are dead in the judgment. So I did this stuff. If they are acceptable, you get reward. Attaqullah, have self-control, observing those standards of God. And Allah khabiran bima ta'amalun. God knows what you are doing. Always is watching you. Everybody. Watching everybody. 32:18. Number 69. أَفَمَنْ كَانَ مُؤْمِنًا كَمَنْ كَانَ فَاسِقًا لَا يَسْتَوُونَ. This is another standard. Is a believer equal to unbeliever who does filthy things? No, they are not equal. This one has value, this one is worthless. This is a standard. Belief, but not belief because of heart. Your heart is in the hand of Satan. Belief because of your thinking, evidence, reasoning. I have written evidences and proofs, logical proofs of existence of God in the book. Read and learn. If you have belief based on knowledge and reasoning, it's acceptable. This is one person. Another person has no beliefs, he's an atheist, he is fornication and alcohol and drugs and thief and stealing and all sorts of garbage they do. Huh? These two are not equal in the eye of God. This is another standard. 70. 91:4 وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَاهَا. I'm swearing to the night that is covering everything. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا. Indeed, anybody who cleaned up his soul out of those dirty things and filthy things is winner, will get reward, will be successful. Anybody who made his soul dirty will be loser. Just look around, how much stuff that you have. How many rooms you have in your house. How many people are living here? 3 people. Why you have 20 rooms? Sell the house. 3 people need 4 rooms. Buy a house with 4 rooms and live there comfortable. Rest of millions of dollars money give away for cause of justice. This is zakah. This is trimming branches of tree. Giving away these things that you don't need. You need a car to go to supermarket and buy potato and come home, right? A $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 Toyota will do. This piece of garbage has a car, it's a $2 million, $2.5 million, $5 million. What the brick is that? Sell that car to some demon of hell who's going to hell. Buy an ordinary car, $10,000, $20,000 car, $5,000, something that takes you to a grocery store and buy potato and come back. Rest of the money is spent for God. Sacrifice what is dear to your heart. Money. And where to send it? To those vegan animal sanctuaries, or build another one. It's a lot of money. You build another sanctuary for animals. Help animals. Fakk raqaba. Help those prisoners who are being waiting to be killed. Those animals. Free them. Employ a vet to full-time work for these animals and treat them, and another person to give them food, and another person to kill them. You have killed generation after generation, all of their fathers and forefathers and grandfathers and grandmothers. You owe them. That is zakah. Trimming branches of tree to make the tree grow. And another thing here. فَقَالَ لَهُمْ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ نَاقَةَ اللَّهِ وَسُقَاهَا. Messenger of God says, this is camel of God. Give the camel water. Be nice to them, to that camel. They didn't listen. They killed the camel. God said, yeah, you kill my animal, I destroy all of your nation. He killed everybody in that city. I spoke about this before, and it is in the book as well, chapter 91. I'm telling you, leave my animals alone. Let my people go. At that time I said those Hebrew slaves. Now I say all of these animals. I don't care about Hebrew slaves. They are slave masters these days themselves. Let my people go. People of God, children of God are animals, cow and sheep and chickens and others. 71, 109:1. قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ لَا أَعْبُدُ مَا تَعْبُدُونَ وَلَا أَنْتُمْ عَابِدُونَ مَا أَعْبُدُ وَلَا أَنَا عَابِدٌ مَا عَبَدتُّمْ. Tell, hey, you unbelievers, I do not follow what you follow. You are following these stupid, filthy idols of this time. I don't follow you. I follow God. and you are not following God that is guiding you to the path of happiness and light, that's fine. You go your way, I go my way. And you shall see soon, after you are dead and you are burning in hell, you remember this, that Moses warned us. No hurry, soon. 72, 115:67. Chapter 115 of Quran, sentence 67. Chapter 115 has 115 sentences. It's a new chapter for Quran. It is in Holy Week on Earth. Go and get it, print that chapter, add to your Quran. I wrote this new chapter. God sent it and I wrote it. كل صغير و كبير مستقر. Everything, big and small, is in it. Where? In the new book, Holy Week on Earth. Everything that you need to know is there in the book. For the next 1,000 years, until I come back again in year 3000. I still think it will be planet of dogs. I have no hope for this species. But we shall see, you might learn something. 1,000 years is a long time, even for dogs, they might learn something. If you are not all destroyed. We shall see. 73, 51:30. قالوا كذلك قال ربك إنه هو الحكيم العليم. Those two messengers were talking with Ibrahim. They gave him a good news that you will have a son. His wife said, "Oh, I'm very old, I cannot have any more children." They said, "That is it. God decided that yes, you will have children, that's fine. And God knows everything and He's wise and knowing everything." قال فما خطبكم أيها المرسلون. Ibrahim said, "Then what's your business here?" So that's fine, that's good, very good, thank you, you gave me good news. Now what else you are going to do? Why did you come here, just to give me good news? They said no. قالوا إنا أرسلنا إلى قوم مجرمين. Number 32 says, we came here to the criminal nation. Lut is prophet of them, Sodom and Gomorrah. We are here to destroy these two cities, to kill everyone in these two cities. Why? This is repeating. See, in one session God repeated this twice. Because they are lesbian and homosexual. We are going to kill them all. And they did. Learn. This is law of God. Homosexual, lesbian, gay, shit, this thing like that. They are viruses, bacteria of the society. They have to straighten up. If society can provide cost of shrinks for them, fix them. If they cannot be fixed, kill them like bacteria. You need antibiotics to get rid of infection. These are infection of the society. At that time, those two angels destroyed those two cities. Now I'm telling you, this should be your law. The present laws that are making this garbage shit thing legal is from Satan. And Satan is your enemy. He wants to destroy you all. Get rid of this infection. Don't listen to messenger of God. That's fine. You all will be dead. God says again, كل صغير وكبير مستتر. 74. Every big and small thing is in the book, in the Holy Week on earth. 75. Exodus 8:16. And God Yahweh said to Moses, rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh and tell them, come forth to the water, and say unto him, thus said the God, Yahweh, God, said that, let my people go, that they may serve me. Moses is here again, telling to the whole nation of earth, all of you together, corpse-eater dogs, let my people go. My people are all of these animals that you murder dogs. Murder them and eat their corpse. Everybody should become vegan, or else genocide is planned. You are warned. 76. إن ربك لبالمرصاد. 89:14. Indeed, your teacher is observing them. What you do. 77. Numbers 33. When a man vote a vote to God, he should keep his word, and everyone. Number 4. When you say something, when you make an oath, when you make a swear, when you decide something and say it, you have to do it. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لما تقولون ما لا تفعلون. This is Torah. The other one is in Quran. Hey believers, why you don't do what you say? كبر مقتا عند الله. Indeed, there is a big anger of God if you say something and don't do it. Be my guest. Make an oath and don't do it, and invite his anger. 78. يا أيها الذين آمنوا, hey believers, اذكروا الله كثيرا. Remember God a lot. Twice a day, before sunrise, before sunset, 1.5 hour, 1.5 hour. Law of salat or prayer is changed. Pranayama, the way that I said in the Holy Week on Earth book, learn and do. Twice a day, total 3 hours. Not 20 minutes of Muslims, not good enough. Muslims, Christians, Jews, this is for all of you. 3 hours a day, the way that I describe in the book. 79. And God sent 97 أما أدراك ما ليلة القدر. And what do you know about night of determination? Sent 97, it means it's getting too long. Rest of that I tell you. This is enough for them. In the name of God, this is about signs that God inserted in the list of numbers that sent to me for sermon number 18. I said at the end of the video I will describe them. Now I'm describing these numbers, how God made some signs in the set of numbers. I decided to record a sermon about be judgmental, and I said what I wanted to say, and then I asked God, if you want to add to it, send me, and everything that you say I record. I will keep everything that you say. And he did. From Deuteronomy 8:1, then 93:6, then continue first row, second row, until the last one that I said this is getting too long, video will become very long. And then he sent 97:2, it means that is enough. Rest of that I will tell you. In the night of 97, it means between 12 midnight to morning, you wake up and I tell you things that I do. Night of determination, what does it mean? What does 97 mean? I described 97 in the Holy Week on Earth, translated the whole chapter and told you what is it. Now, these numbers, when God was sending these, I was perhaps a little sleepy. I saved some of these numbers several times. For example, this 50 to 9, I see I recorded it 3 times. And then 950, I recorded it 2 times. 2643, I recorded it 2 times. Some of these numbers God repeated intentionally, sent me twice. And some of these, because I was sleepy, I captured the screen twice. And at that time I didn't know. I went to Excel and put all of these numbers in a row, and those that was recorded, repeated, I repeated. Those that I repeated, I removed and chosen 79 of them and explained them for people in this sermon 18. Some of these numbers that God sent was related to me, some of them was for people. Those that was related to me I removed, those that I repeatedly captured I removed. I made it only once. 79 of them I described for people. And what else I see in this? Suppose 105.2 is repeated twice. This is something that God repeated twice. Signs, what are these signs? Suppose in this original series that God sent from number 0 to numbers 133. And as you see, with all of these repeated things, because I was sleepy, I captured the screen several times, but he is observing and keep track of these numbers. The number under this, suppose 56 PNG, is file name. I moved all of them from iPad to PC and then told the file manager to show them as a small icon to see all of them in one shot. And I see all of them in one shot. When you look at all of them, then you can see the signs that God sent. Suppose this number 1123 is file number 94. 94 is my number. Chapter 94 I described in Holy Week on Earth book. Another one, 93, file number 93 is 113. Chapter 113 of Quran, Qul A'udhu bi Rabbil Falaq, is 93. 93 is significant. 113 is significant, and this is not coincidence that these two are associated with each other. He keeps track of these numbers that he sends. 1067 is 110. 110 is significant, and I described the 1067. 110 means victory. 1C, the content of 1067. I think I did explain it in the book, in the sermon 18, in the first part of this video. Another significance, 1115 became 111 PNG. File number 111 is 111 chapter. 111 is significant. It means total destruction. Total destruction here is confirmed. Again, be warned. I warned you enough in the main part of the video. Another one, 4238 is 97. File number 97 is 4238. 42 is 21 multiplied 2. It means twice. Confirmed. and 38 is 19 multiplied 2. Twice. I am stressing for you that 97 is important. God is telling me this is a sign. What else? I see here Numbers 13:25 is repeated twice. When I made a red frame over it, it means I was sleepy. I captured the screen twice. This I captured even 3 times. 9:127 I captured twice. 9:50 I captured twice. Another sign 94:1 is 21 PNG. File numbers are not decided by me. I just captured all of them, repeated or not repeated, all of them, sent from iPad to this PC, and we see there is association between 94 and 21. 21 means affirmation, 94 is my number. What does 94 mean? I explained in the Holy Week on Earth. Go and read. What does it mean? Another association, sign. These are miracles. You know, he keeps track of all of these and send signs. 5711 became file number 19. 19 is very important. Number of agents of hell, number of those angels who are guardians of hell is 19. There are 19 of them. I described 19 in several pages in the Holy Week on Earth. Go and read. And 5711, here we have 11, which is my number, Moses, and 57 is 19 multiplied 3. This association is not random. He does these things intentionally to show signs. 111.5 was repeated twice. I mean, God didn't repeat it. I captured it twice by mistake. I was sleepy. 105. God repeated twice. The blue one is blue frame means he repeated it twice. I think I described it in the main part of the sermon. What else I can see there? And after all of these repetitions that he did repeat intentionally at this number, he made it so that when he wants to say, okay, it's end of the session, want to send me 97 too, it means verses that I send you for sermon 18 is enough. I will tell you the rest in the night of 97, midnight. He kept all of these numbers so that file numbers that I had no idea how many these are because I was just capturing the screen and going forward. File number 133 became the last statement, 97.2. 97 is significant. Its meaning in Holy Week on Earth. 133 is multiplication of 19. These are signs. These are signs, miracles God inserted inside this set of numbers that sent for Sermon 18.